Thanks for taking the time to meet with me, folks. We've come to the intermission of this Christmas Eve variety show, and the organizers have hired me to lead this focus group and get your impression of how things are going so far. Don't be shy. Who wants to start? Was there anything you particularly liked?
Well, the music was beautiful, but I thought some of the singers' outfits were too revealing.
I'm sorry, what?
Some of them showed too much throat and forearms. This is, after all, a church service.
Yes, I think the idea is it's also a variety show.
Yeah, about that. When I heard variety, I thought there was going to be some variety, but it's mostly all you white people.
Here's what gets me. Back in my day, the host of a Christmas variety show would smoke a cigarette, sip on scotch, so it would look like he was relaxing at home. Gave a nice vibe.
Grandpa, you can't smoke on a Zoom show. It's like TV.
You can't smoke on a Zoom show. You can't smoke on TV. Well, if you can't smoke on TV, where can you smoke?
How much longer is this thing gonna last?
We'll wrap up in a few minutes and get back to the variety show. How are you liking the show?
Whack.
Well, what would you like to see if we could change it?
I'd like to see Carol Baskin come riding out on a hoverboard on the PlayStation 5 and throwing Christmas wreaths to people, only they're ninja stars, and all these people riding around in sleighs wipe out, and when they fall in the snow, they fall right through to a parallel universe.
That is so violent.
And that would be hard to do on Zoom, frankly.
And then Santa shows up, but he's not really Santa. He's this warlord who has all
Whoa,
these...
we can't hear you.
Well, personally, I think this show is going great. All the acts have been really fun.
Oh, good, thanks. May I ask about your costume?
I'm dressed as one of the three kings.
Are you in the show?
Oh no, I always get dressed up for Christmas specials. When they do We Three Kings, I have a whole routine I do in the audience. Like when you go to the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I have my gold and my Frankenstein and my myrrh and my dance moves.
You mean frankincense?
No, I mean Frankenstein. I told you, like the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
So you like audience participation?
Audience participation too. Like if the host could do some magic trick and I could pick a card.
Magic is whack.
I like magic, but not if there's an assistant in one of those skimpy costumes and fishnets.
Whack. Whack.
For me, this show is like a time machine. It's so retro. It's both charming and disturbing. Like, it makes sense from a sociological point of view that people would be attracted to nostalgia at a time of great uncertainty, but I'm not sure what we're supposed to take from it. Like, were they going for irony? Were they going for straight out comfort? Were they going for any relevance at all?
They sure weren't going for cigarettes.
I can't believe we've been talking about this and nobody is mentioning the main thing that is missing. Am I the only one that's feeling this? Where is the heartwarming spiritual content? I mean, I see a sprinkle of it here and there, but this is the Christmas Eve religious service. Why is there not more heartwarming spiritual content?
It's true. We do need something heartwarming. The world is so fraught now. Nothing that's happening in real life is heartwarming. When I heard Christmas variety special, I thought it would take us to a time when people were kind and jokes were clean, and we could even get together at the holidays and exchange woolen scarves.
We've had an experience of kindness recently that maybe you'd like to hear about. We're new parents, as you can see, and I was set to deliver at the hospital, but the baby was coming really fast. We couldn't make it, so my husband...
Well, I saw some guy in his front yard, and I said, hey, we're gonna have our baby right here. And he said, well, I'd invite you inside, but like COVID and everything, so why don't you give birth in our garage? So we opened the garage door, laid out a blanket on a bunch of tarps.
And I had the baby right there. We wrapped him in landscaping fabric, and then the guy gave us a litter box to put the baby in while we waited for the paramedics.
The litter box was sterilized.
He sterilized the litter box. And then the paramedics came, and they were so nice. And they even brought 3 gifts for the baby. They brought a baseball cap and a keychain and a pen with the name of the squad on the side.
Yeah, and then some of the homeowners' neighbors saw the flashing lights of the ambulance in the sky, so they had to stop by and make sure everything was all right. And then there were some people walking their dogs. So they stopped by too. So we were surrounded by all these people and these 3 dogs. There was a German Shepherd, a Labradoodle,
And a wire-haired terrier.
Yeah.
Everyone kept their masks on though and stayed 6 feet apart.
Yeah, everyone was really respectful of our space.
Yeah, and then a bird flew in the garage.
Yeah, there was like a dove or something, and he just perched right on a weed whacker in the corner.
Yeah, but everyone was so nice, and it was a really great experience. Well, I mean, not the labor, that was ridiculous, but I mean, everyone was just so kind, and it really gave you a really nice feeling about the whole world.
Okay, but I'm not sure what that has to do with a Christmas variety show. And we're at time.